Hey guys, King Shaka here, back again with another video. I picked up Ghost Recon for both uh, Xbox and PS4 just because I have a ton of friends. I'm looking for more of a group on Xbox, and I just want to have a lot of friends on PS. I have a lot of friends who say they were getting on PS4, have it on PS4. So, just be focusing my gaming channel, which I have a link down below where you can see my live streams as well as highlight videos that I'm working on for Ghost Recon. That seems to be the new focus for that channel, since it's been kind of been a rough first year of YouTube, but we have combined of 90 subs with both channels put together. But I'm hoping to grow this channel more, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll tell you now, view my other content. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be huge, brother. I plan on having another rant, brother. It's gonna be huge. Rant's coming. So there'll be a rant on Ghost Recon because there's a couple things that's kind of ticking me off about Ghost Recon, is bringing out my inner rant guy. So we'll be talking about that in a separate video. I hope to have that up within a couple days. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so Ghost Recon, it's the newest Tom Clancy game. It's fresh, it's new, it's very similar in graphics. Let's be real here, ladies and gentlemen. When you have a game you have a new game from the same company every single year, I'm serious, since 2015 we've had a new game. 2015 we had Rainbow Six Siege, 2016 we had The Division, in 2017 now we have Ghost Recon. And this is kind of a thing I don't like about games like this, is that they're always a new game every year, but you still have the old games that you're trying to still inject your steroids with. So for example, Rainbow Six Siege just got year 2. Now we had Operation Velvet Glass, Velvet Rose. We had 2 new operators from Spain. It was pretty cool. But when you already had a newer game, Division, and then now even a newer game, Ghost Recon, which essentially Rainbow Six Siege will still be alive because there's an esports scene for that. But on the flip side, Ghost Recon, if you're playing a Division, don't expect any more support for the Division, because Ghost Recon kind of handles everything the Division does. In fact, you could have just called the Division Ghost Recon New York or something like that, or Concrete Jungle, something cool like that, something innovative. But we're talking about Ubisoft here, so it's not going to be innovative, which all negatives will be held for my rant. But let's talk about the positives. What are the good things? What does Ghost Recon do well? So Ghost Recon's multiplayer. You can play up to 3 other friends, so a total of 4 players. And it's very open world. There's not really a direction on like a linear path, like you have to do this time, this place, this where. But there's a lot of missions, very open, multiple ways to get to one destination, get to places by cars, trucks, boats, hopefully eventually. I don't think there's really a boat system yet, but you can get to places by helicopter. And if you're into FPS open world and you have a lot of friends and you're tired of Call of Duty, like I know a lot of you have been tired since day 2, this is definitely a game you want to pick up, especially if you have like 5 friends or 4 friends or whatever. You have multiple friends, you can have a full team almost every single day. Then I recommend picking this game up. Pick it up, damn it. But this game is definitely worth it. It does a lot of things the Division did well, and then does a lot of things that the Division didn't do, which makes it a superior version of the Division. You can still have third-person shooter, but you can also switch to first person, which I highly recommend pretty much doing all the time, especially if you're doing really stealth missions for better accuracy of your gun. Not saying that third person is inferior in any way, but first person is just a lot better. Another thing it does well is that there are night and days in this game. I don't know if that really ties to the mission yet. I haven't really delved really deep into the game yet. This is kind of a first impressions video, but there are a lot of different type of environments. It's raining, it's sunny, it's dark, it's night. There's definitely a night component to it, because then you use night vision on certain gadgets, as well as you have drones, night vision with your binoculars. So it definitely adds to that level of stealth where you have to be more careful. Another thing that is kind of wonky, which I kind of wish there was kind of a detector for it, but I guess it would make it too hard, is when you're throwing your drone, you don't even know what your drone looks like. I kind of wish it went from third person to first person, where it shows you the drone being launched, and then you are, seeing it from the drone's point of view. A drone is very good for scouting. I don't know, maybe in hard difficulties, the enemy AI can spot the drone, but I highly recommend, if you're being super stealth, that you, try to have your AI buddies held in one position. Your AI buddies will pretty much give away your position. I would say 7 times out of 10. They will give away your position for some reason. I don't know why. They just do it. Now, I recommend just tell them to go somewhere, and then when you're done, you can tell them to rally up. Another thing I like about the game is that when you're in a car, maybe not every car is obviously a four-person car. So sometimes you gotta get a 2-person car, 1-person car. Well, I don't know what a 1-person car is. We call that a motorcycle. But you just, if you're in offline mode, it kind of just teleport to you wherever you go. So you don't have to really worry about fitting as many of your allies into one car, unless you're doing like a drive-by or something. I mean, you might want to get a 4-person car so they can all get out of, stand up top of the car and start wasting people. Last but not least, we're going to just talk about the overall campaign. The story seems very interesting, very different than The Division. In The Division, you kind of didn't know what the story was about. You had to stop something somewhere because something was causing a lot of shit in a quarantined city, or really, I guess it would be a quarantined city. I thought it was a lot bigger, but it's kind of just the size. Well, New York is a huge ass city anyway, so I guess you can go with that. But you actually have a definitive purpose in this game, unlike in The Division. You actually have to go, kill this guy because he's, drug cartel, and he's kind of just running amok in this area. So, U.S. intervention for the win. But the story, if you're a real story person, this story will make you happy because it actually has a story, unlike The Division, which kind of had a story, but it was a half-assed story. This one's a lot better story. Rainbow Six Siege doesn't have a story. I kind of wish it was kind of some type of campaign mode with Rainbow Six Siege, but we'll never see that, and I don't think that was in any previous Rainbow Six Siege games. Oh, not really Rainbow Six Siege. I guess you call it Six Siege, and then whatever the flavor of a game was. But overall, is this a game you should pick up if you're an FPS shooter and you have a lot of friends? Then yes. If you don't have a lot of friends, then I recommend finding a bunch of friends and then playing it. I'll have to admit, playing by yourself, the game can get kind of boring because you're being very stealthy, so you're being very careful, so it's not very actiony in certain points. You kind of have to wait for the action to come to you and take care of it. So we'll go in a more in-depth video on why in my Why So Popular series, which there will be a video for that later in a week or so, maybe next 2 weeks. Trying to really figure out my schedule. I am on spring break, but I still do work a full-time job, so I don't get a spring break from that. But I have to say, this game is a must pick up if you like shooters. I like shooters now. I didn't used to like shooters, but I started getting into it more as I found more people who played shooters. So if you're on the fence of this, if you're on the fence, I'll tell you this way: you got friends, get it. You don't have that many friends who likes to play shooters as well, then don't get it. But if you do find a lot of people like, yeah, you got Ghost Recon, then I recommend picking it up. And of course, it's another grind fest, so I do recommend getting a season pass if you're a little behind, even though I don't really recommend season pass, and I think it's a cop-out by the damn developers to fuel their stupid DLC. But hey, what do I know? I just want a complete game at initial launch. But I was King Shaka. This was another reaction time video. I know this was a lot more face cam than previous reaction time videos, but we're trying something different here. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe the damn video. I'm looking at you, viewer. You gotta hit that sub button. If you gotta hit the bell button, because YouTube making you do 2 things instead of 1 thing. Because the 1 thing should have done the same thing as the 2 things. But it's 2017. Things are crazy. Things are new. So hit the bell button, and please hit that like button if you really enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down below if you pick up this game. Did you pick it up for Xbox? Did you pick it up for PS4? Pick it up for PC? What did you like about the game? What you don't like about the game? If you don't have the game, what's keeping you on the fence? What's preventing you from buying the game besides the obvious not having enough money, which I can relate. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
We about to turn it on. We about to turn it on.